Imagine you have a magic pen that can draw three-dimensional objects that come to life. What is the first thing you would draw and why?
If I had a magic pen that could draw three-dimensional objects and bring them to life, the first thing I would draw would be a self-sustaining, floating learning hub designed to combine education, technology, and human connection in one living space. I would choose this because education has the power to transform not just individual lives, but entire communities. This learning hub would not be a traditional building. Instead, it would be a living, adaptive structure that changes based on the needs of the people inside it. With a single stroke of my pen, I would draw walls that rearrange themselves, classrooms that expand or shrink, and holographic screens that appear whenever someone wants to learn something new. Inside this three-dimensional creation, students of all ages could explore subjects through real experiences rather than textbooks alone. For example, if someone wanted to learn about history, the room could transform into an ancient civilization, allowing learners to walk through historical events and interact with them safely. If another person wanted to study science, the space could turn into a giant laboratory where complex concepts like gravity, climate change, or the human brain are visualized in front of their eyes. I would also include emotional and social learning areas, where people could practice communication, empathy, and problem-solving in realistic simulations. In today's fast-paced world, these skills are just as important as academic knowledge. The hub would encourage collaboration by bringing people from different backgrounds together, helping them understand different perspectives and cultures. Another reason I would draw this learning hub is sustainability. The structure would generate its own energy through sunlight, wind, and motion, and it would recycle water and materials automatically. By bringing it to life, I could demonstrate how technology and nature can work together rather than against each other. In conclusion, I would draw this living learning hub because it represents hope, progress, and equality. A magic pen should not be used only to create something impressive, but something meaningful. By turning education into an immersive and accessible experience, this three-dimensional creation could inspire curiosity, reduce inequality, and empower people to build a better future for themselves and the world.
Given what you've drawn, what could be potential challenges or obstacles you might face with this object that's come to life? How would you navigate these challenges?
Although bringing a self-sustaining, living learning hub to life with a magic pen sounds ideal, it would also come with several significant challenges. The first major obstacle would be control and safety. Because the structure can change its shape, environment, and simulations in real time, there is a risk that the transformations could become unpredictable or overwhelming for users. To navigate this, I would design a central control system guided by ethical rules and human supervision. Clear boundaries would be set so that all changes remain safe, age-appropriate, and emotionally balanced. Another challenge would be access and fairness. If this powerful learning hub were available only to a limited group of people, it could unintentionally increase inequality rather than reduce it. To address this issue, I would create multiple versions of the hub and place them in underserved areas. I would also ensure free or low-cost access and provide multilingual support so people from different backgrounds could benefit equally. A third obstacle could be dependence on immersive technology. Learners might become so engaged in simulated experiences that they struggle to interact with the real world. To prevent this, the hub would encourage a balance between virtual learning and real-life application. Activities would include teamwork, community projects, and outdoor tasks that connect knowledge to real-world impact. There could also be ethical concerns, especially when simulating historical events or sensitive social situations. Misrepresentation or bias could influence how learners understand reality. To navigate this, I would involve educators, historians, scientists, and psychologists in designing the content. Regular reviews would ensure accuracy, inclusivity, and respect for diverse perspectives. In conclusion, while the Living Learning Hub would face challenges related to safety, equality, dependency, and ethics, these obstacles could be managed through thoughtful design, human oversight, and inclusive policies. By addressing these issues carefully, the creation would remain a powerful tool for learning rather than a source of new problems.